Well, sorry, I got disconnected there, guys. Uh, guess restart that. I found the pin that just went flying across the house. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this pin out the way that I thought I would be able to. I really thought I'd be able to get in there and push that out. But it is, sucker is really back there. Maybe. Still want to try because this should be easy, not hard. Good to go. I went a little. Maybe enough I can get it with pliers. All right, for those of you that are coming back in or were with me when I got disconnected, if you've reconnected here, we're working on the traxxas funco sand car, and I am switching it up to the molded color control arms because the chrome comes off of the plastic arms. It is more difficult than I'd like it to be. Oh no! Under with the right way. We're back. We are back. I'm back too. I disconnected when I was looking for that pin. All right, yeah, we can get it from there. That should be the whole lower control arm. Now I caught it before it got real bad, but you can see here the chrome is coming off of that control arm, and that's from one drive, which is why I am switching it out to the molded plastic bits. It's exactly the same, except for it's orange. And like I said, I've been on an orange kick. So, what up, Dot Master? How we doing? What are you working on today, sir? I am working on this Traxxas Funco Pro Scale sand card. This thing's huge. Huge. It's huge. Here's an SCX-24. That's how big it is. Or a TRX M crawler. Alright. Front arm. Pin. I am personally starting with this inner one. The inner. I am starting with this inner pivot. You guys cannot see it from there. And don't you want to get in your home? Get in your home. This might require some clearancing. Or maybe I've already broken parts and didn't know it. Or maybe I'm just being a wuss. That seems to be most likely the case. Alright, so there's that. This. Shot out of the pocket first. Alright. Lower pivot pin back in place. And lining up these two hinge pins. He's using this one to set this one in place. Just push on it a little bit. And one side. Basically done. Basically done. Alright. I am going to do one side live, and then I'm going to turn it off. Get back to my family over here. Hammer fixes everything. Yes, absolutely. If it's not working, get a bigger hammer. That is, whoops, what has been said before. Right. Keep that shot. And actually, it seems like these molded arms fit. They actually seem to be a little better than the plated stock arms as far as the fit. Like the pins and stuff. Got one more pin to go in there. Alright, this should be the last pin on this side. Alright. That is one side. All finished. Está finito. Okay. That is that disc brake. That is pretty cool. And then up here is a servo. Yeah. It grabs that disc brake. Pretty cool. It is a pretty cool thing. I guess I can stay on and do one set of rears so that you guys can see a whole set get done. Some disassembly will be required for that back set, for sure. For sure, this body mount, the motor is going to have to come out, and this lower skid and wheelie bar is going to have to come out. Now the back does not have disc brakes like the front does, because the back is driven by the motor. Gosh darn. What the easy breezy. Holy crapola. There it is. The back looks like, oh, it's so close. I might be able to get away with just taking the skid off. I think that motor's going to come with it, though. Let's see. On the right driver. That's gotta come. Let's attach to all this. But that screw's in the way now. You actually have to take all this off to get the ready to run actually ready to run. Anyways. Just to put the, what am I doing here? Was it all in that one? No tripping? Yeah, of course. Just to get the car ready. Just to take all this out when it's fresh out of the box. To get this wheelie bar on. They ship it with the wheelie bar off. There's 2 shorter screws, which should have been in the back, longer screws in the front. And then the large head screw goes all the way up in the very front. Gotta get this guy off here. That's the motor mount. I'm sorry, the body mount. Boy, this thing is just ginormous. Ginormous. She's a big girl. With her traxxas, this is a beast. It is a beast of a car. I don't know. We'll see. It's looking pretty tough to get in there. Those. Ooh. Alright. Motor. So this foam motor has to come out now. Very long screw. Another very long screw. Attaches those there. Should probably bring you guys in a little, huh? Alright. Well, you can see what I'm doing now. I'm getting this motor out of here, in theory. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of sand left in this thing. There's sand pouring out of it. Right here. Oh, dear gosh. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think this whole skid's going to come off. Okay, so I got these 4 screws out. They are countersunk screws. It's still held in there. I'm just going to loosen these guys. Jeez. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 screws holding the skid on. There ain't no drive shaft down here, but I think there's a servo down here. My lord. There is enough screws, isn't it? It's still not even loose. Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. There's that. Oh. All right. 12 screws. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 screws. We are missing 1 out of 12. That ain't bad. Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could see how much sand just poured out of this thing. Or can you? I gotta run this thing outside and pour the sand out. No, I don't need my screws. Okay. And a very comedic amount of sand just poured out of this thing, guys. There's so much flipping sand poured out. These screws are on them. These are countersunk screws. On the bottom of this here skid. Now I believe this disconnected all of this. Oh, there we go. And that is that detailed motor. Nope, this is the first thing I've done to it since the beach trip. I haven't even cleaned it yet, which is obviously why it's full of sand. But yeah, that's the detailed motor. That's pretty cool. That would look pretty cool on the X-Max maybe. What's up, little bug? Oops. Can you hand me that brush, baby? What? Can you hand me the brush? Where? On the desk. The black brush. Yep. Thank you. What are you doing? I'm working on the sand car. What are you doing? I'm eating a lollipop. You're eating a lollipop? Oh, good for you. I should probably disassemble it after each trip. There's quite a bit of sand in here. Like, I actually have to sweep up. There's a ton of sand in here. Alright, what do we got here? One screw here. One screw there. One screw here. This will come this way. And that one. One retainer there. I'm gonna do this bottom one first. Yeah, it does get pretty dang sandy. It's a good idea to disassemble this thing. At least moderately blow it out, maybe with some compressed air. And that is something that I do like to do, but just, I don't know if you can see the sand pouring out of this as I'm working on it. But that is something I like to do between runs, is blow the car off. I just haven't been down to Grandpa BB's to blow the car off yet. Wow, that is not smooth moving at all, is it? Hopefully that is the plating inside the control arm. That's not good enough to do that. I'm sure it is. There probably is plating inside that. I mean, really, ideally, when you plate something, you should mask inside the holes. Kind of hard to see in there. I can't tell. I can't tell without my glasses on. I left my glasses inside my real vehicle. Alright. That should be enough to grab it with the shock shaft pliers. It is not enough to grab it with the shock shaft pliers, but it is enough to grab it with these nippers. Alright. I don't like grabbing things with nippers and cutters. I don't mind using these shock shaft pliers. Because they're aluminum and aren't, oh my lord. Ugh. I already have a radius on them. Gee whiz. It totally is this arm too. Alright, well that seems like it could be a good upgrade right out of the box. Would be to run a drill through the control arm and bring its pivot pin to size. I guess is that something that won't be that way on the this is the other front arm. I need that guy. Right lower rear. And an upper. This upper seems like it's now might actually be a good time for this. What are you guys working on today, everybody? You guys got anything on your workbench? Moving along and taking up your time and using up that hobby shop money? You get out and get one of these things. I guarantee it's going to be a good time. Oh, that one actually came out. All right. Yeah, I have a feeling that these molded arms are going to work quite a bit better, just by virtue of how tight the pivot pins are in these stock plated arms. I just make a mess. Every time I work on something, it's a huge mess. I don't want all this mess. Let's see, and the notch goes inward and forward. Oh, looks like I have to install a retaining screw. Did I forget one of them in the front? I hope not. I may have. Let's see, it goes like this. That's going to be this one. And I am going to put a pin in there and not distort the bore. I have a feeling if I did that without a pin in place, that is a little nicer fit on there. Anyways, I have a feeling had I done that without that pin in place, it would distort that bore so much that it would keep the suspension from moving freely. There's that, which does not move freely, of course. It'll loosen up, but it's not nearly as tight as the stock one was. Not even close. That's alright. It is more better. Okay. I can't tell if that's tight or not. Whatever. Goes this way. I sure do like working on this Max stuff. This large scale stuff is just so much easier to get your hands on the parts and manipulate them. So much less drama on that. I totally think I forgot a screw on the front arm. Let's see here. Yeah. Looks like I have a screw to put on the front arm. Well then. Let's see. So this is the inner one. Put the pin so it don't collapse the bore. I'll put the screw in. I have a feeling, yeah, I could stiffen that up just a little bit. It's kind of time. Well, it's a good thing this is a heavy truck. Did I mention that it's kind of heavy? That is not freewheeling at all. When I did the arms on the Max, one thing I did do was went through and I polished all the pivot pins. This time I did not do that. I didn't even clean them. I'm just slamming this thing together for some reason. Alright. These rear arms are the same as Max and XRT style arms. So that RPM kit that ties in the two tabs, that should work on this without any issue. I do think it would. Let's see. This is only got one mount point in the back. Shot pen. That is going to turn into a lot of work to replace a broken control arm, guys. But I'll be alright. Alright, well, that is one set of rear arms and one set of front arms. And that's about all my time I have for a live broadcast today. You guys have a good one. Have a good weekend, and catch you on the next show.